everyone. I'm too tired to use my voice at the moment for this rant, so I'll be used a Tomodachi text-to-speech voice to do all the talking. If you've seen Mellonn's third exposing video about her groomer, you may have seen the name Gacha or bug being used. Yes, that's me. I'll also be explaining my part of what happened too, as what she did to me was full-on vile. In one of Ada Whitney's latest community posts, her groomer ended up commenting about Mellonn making 2 exposing videos about her, then telling her to cut ties with Mellonn. It felt so out as one. She's just stalking Mellonn's friends like a pedophile. Mind you, she's almost in her 40s. And 2, she's pulling a victim card as she's trying to make herself look innocent. Pretty much a pathetic thing to do after being exposed twice by the same victim. I knew I had to stand up for doing what's right and called her out on her bullshit, telling Whitney that she was the person I was warning about, as I had a lot of knowledge about Mellonn's groomer thanks to a mutual of mine. She actually blocked her on Instagram right after I told her about her dog abuse when it came to bit her dog. But instead of handling it in a mature way, she decided to tell Whitney I was being a bully and begged for her not to cut ties with her. I asked her how I was being a bully, as all I did was call her out on her lying and playing the victim, which of course she didn't answer at all. Next, she tried to deny the fact that she abuses animals, abusing her dog especially, as she tries to say that she was being playful. Mind you, she has admitted to being an animal abuser before, and in that same post, there was no implications of it being playful. She wanted to kick Bit. Once I pointed it out, she proceeded to say I made a mistake and had the audacity to tell my Ada Whitney that I was brainwashing her. When she did that, she legit made me have a panic attack. What she did to me let me have a goddamn panic attack. For hours I wasn't able to calm down. My heart was racing. I tried to hold my breath for a few seconds to hopefully soothe my heart. I felt like I was losing my breath. Taking deep breaths every time my lungs removed all of the air from my body. I even almost vomited because of my heart beating so fast. I was paranoid. I was terrified for my life. It hurt me so much with what she said to me. For some background info, I see Whitney as my older sister, even calling her Ada, which means older sister in Tagalog. I genuinely felt a connection with her, especially when she's being so kind and caring. So not only with her telling me that I was brainwashing someone I care about hurt me, she made me spiral to the point I had a panic attack for believing I was a monster for calling her out and worried Whitney would listen to her. What's even worse is that I haven't had panic attacks since high school. My mental health was pretty shitty at the time, and it got so bad to the point I broke down and had to be picked up from school so often from that, which soon put me in homeschooling for my final quarter. I've gotten therapy to help with my panic attacks and never had them in months as I was recovering. And the fact she made me have one again after so long? That was so petty of her. Like, what a genuine asshole thing to do. Luckily, Whitney was able to see the DMs about the situation and soon unsubscribed to her and put her in the blacklist. And once the truth came out about what she tried to do and what she did to me, boy, she was livid. Firstly, while not addressing to me by name, she did say she cut ties with Whitney and confirmed that she's an animal abuser and kicked her dog, with her saying I was a victim of hers. Gee, I wonder. How about you address the fact you made me have a panic attack? A woman who's almost in her 40s making a 16-year-old spiral over calling her out. Then in her posts, she said that she wanted to quit her account and trying to trigger Mellonn just because she cut ties with her and exposed her. Like, wow, petty much? Then pulling a coward move by deleting those posts. I know that she may be watching this now that I'm part of her list, but to put my message out there, I hope you remember this. I hope my presence scares the living shit out of you, cause I will make you remember what you did to me. Every second, every breath you take, I will be there to constantly remind you of what your pettiness has done to me. Stay away from Mellonn, stay away from her friends, stay away from me, but most of all, stay away from my Ada Whitney. Leave us the hell alone and stop stalking us like some vulture looking at an animal's corpse. I'm sorry for all of the constant swearing, but the amount of rage I feel for what she did to me is unfathomable. I've never felt this angry over her. Usually it would be annoyance, but with what she did to me, what she made me feel, I will never forget it. I'll never forgive her for making me feel the same panic attacks that changed my life. The one thing I hope is that she stays off of the internet if she ever quits or abandons her accounts. It disgusts me knowing that the waste of space is still active online, trying to make herself the victim of this whole thing from the actions she herself has done. That woman is a liar, a backstabber, a groomer, and a pedophile, practically collecting every term like catching Pokemon. That's all I have to say. Thanks for listening to this rant. I'm sorry if I ever get too aggressive when it came to typing all of this up. I'm pretty scared if she'll do something to me even more once she ends up seeing this video. But remembering that grown woman tried to convince someone that a teenager was brainwashing them, and knowing how pathetic of an attempt it was, yeah, I feel like it'll end up with me having the upper hand again. This is Bikeman and Kuripinman's daughter signing off. Bye bye Akin.